Some of a thrilling Super Sunday match at St James's Park yesterday. Arsenal eventually getting the win late in stoppage time, but they felt aggrieved after having a first-half penalty for a foul by Newcastle goalkeeper Nick Pope on Victor Gyökeres overturned after VAR intervention. So, first of all, let's have a look at it. Right, Dermot, we've got to start with you. Was the right decision reached in the end?
I think it shows how difficult it was that Gary Neville has gone from adamant it's a penalty to being torn when he sees it again. When you look at it, Pope does get a touch on the ball, doesn't he? Which my instinct immediately was penalty. You see it again, he does get a touch on the ball. He plants his foot so he doesn't follow through with the tackle. So that's why it was overturned.
Go on then, Jay, your perspective on it as a striker?
That's definitely a penalty. I don't care. There's no... OK, he's touched the ball ever so slightly. If he doesn't hit Gyökeres, then he's going to go around the keeper and put it in the back of the net. He's obviously stopped him from getting to the ball. There might have been the slightest touch, but it's not enough to say it's not a penalty. It's still a penalty. We see one last week with Sanchez. Sanchez touched the ball and Buemo goes through. What happens, Dermot?
Last week was different, wasn't it? If you watched last week...
He touches the ball, though.
If you let me finish, please. He touches the ball, but he follows through his tackle, doesn't he? Pope...
Yeah, that's a natural motion. He's trying to get the ball. OK. If
you watch this one, like, he touches the ball, then he follows through, he catches him on the knee. If you watch the Pope one, the ball... He touches the ball, but he plants his foot. He does no more. He's
sliding like that. He's sliding like that still. His foot's still there. He's still going towards the ball.
There.
Yeah, but he's still coming towards the ball. He hasn't stopped still. He's trying to spread himself and make himself big. It's the same kind of thing.
If you watch that, Pope does not go into Gyökeres, does he? He stops.
No, he's not stopping. Stopping would mean he stands like that. He's actually gone forward still and he's made himself big like that. Stopping still is different forward and having your foot there, but he still caught him. And that, to me, makes it's a penalty. There's no doubt about it. Everyone thought that was a penalty. That's the talking point. If everyone thinks it's a penalty, again, this is I always go back to the officials in the VAR room. Have they played the game? Do they understand what happens in a football match? He has not stopped still. You can say his foot is planted, his foot's not planted if it's facing out. If his studs are facing to the side, a planted foot means that the studs will be in the floor. They're not in the floor. That means he's come forward, he's still in motion, he's hit Gyökeres, and he's brought him down. Gyökeres goes around the keeper there, he's going to put it in the back of the net.
OK, let's move on and get the thoughts of, then, Bukayo Saka and Mikel Arteta for you.
For me, it was a penalty. We were instructed very clearly again this season that unless it's a clear and obvious error, the VAR is not going to intervene. It's not. So that's my opinion. Thanks God we find a way to win the game.
If we have VAR, it's for clear and obvious error, and the fact that it took the ref that long to decide, it shows it's not a clear and obvious error. But it's things like this, these little things that always go against us.
So, Dermot, should they have just stuck with the on-field decision then? And what do you make of those comments then?
This year they've tried to stop the on-field decision as much as possible. There's no doubt about that. But I think once the VAR looks at it, he's decided he's played the ball, and that's the key factor. Once he's decided he's played the ball, he's still sent the referee to screen. The referee could still hold his ground. He could still say it's a penalty.
Arsenal's dramatic 2-1 win over Newcastle wasn't without controversy, as former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher weighed in on a key decision that sparked heated debate. Gallagher reviewed a moment in the first half when Arsenal were denied a penalty despite what looked like clear contact on Bukayo Saka inside the box. He admitted the challenge should have been looked at more closely, and that VAR's decision to stay silent was surprising. The incident frustrated Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal players, who felt the call could have changed the game earlier. Pundit Gary Neville also reacted strongly, saying Arsenal were hard done by, and that such decisions can't be ignored in a title race. Despite the controversy, the Gunners showed resilience to seal the win, keeping the pressure on Liverpool and proving their title credentials. Please like and subscribe at the ending.